What's your company's unique selling point?
Oof. Well, we are an agent on behalf of our clients. We invest the most, so we have our economies of scale to be able to drive the most efficient pricing. With economies of scale also comes economies of data, so we're also the smartest and we're able to use it because we hire the best people to be able to use the data in the most appropriate way with the most data, with the most scale to be able to drive pricing and intelligence.
So where do you think the market pressure is coming from pertaining to blockchain?
The unknown, probably. You know, when people are entering into an area that they don't understand or know, and granted, it's not like we know right now. Everybody's learning. That's where the most pressure comes from. It's the unknown variables, and everyone's timid to take that first step and that leap of faith.
So what do you think the one main barrier for adoption is?
I would say the biggest barrier for adoption is that most blockchain companies are trying to do I'd say the biggest barrier to adoption is actually trying to figure out who the front runners are going to be right now, because there's so many blockchain companies out there. Some are doing true blockchain by a purist's point of view. Some are doing kind of a different version of blockchain but calling it blockchain. So that level of understanding is preventing it from being adopted. But then you have all of these companies, and we're trying to figure out who the front runners are, because most of blockchain, in order for it to become usable, a feasible solution, there needs to be that, it needs to reach a certain industry threshold. It needs to reach a certain pervasiveness. And until that point happens, there's really not a point in using it. And we haven't found those clear winners yet.
So how do you think the industry achieves standardization?
Consortiums, the IAB, the ANA, 4As, that's really the first point of interaction, I would argue.
We touched on this, but how do we ensure that blockchain doesn't turn into another buzzword?
Probably diligence on behalf of those that are acting as agents. So we act as an agent for our clients' revenue or investment. We have other participants that treat us as a client, of course. And we ask that everybody be excessively diligent. So right now there's just a misunderstanding, and the way to prevent that from happening is from asking the right questions, hiring the right people, and being willing to say no when you truly believe that the answer is no.
So what's your number?
By 2019, I think that at least 20% of payments by agencies are going to be stored in some sort of encrypted ledger, aka blockchain. That will be readily auditable by any client with a snap of a button.